Hello, Chem 20s. This is going to be a two-part lesson. Part one is going to look at significant digits and how we count them. So let's get started. So significant digits or significant figures is a way of counting how accurate a value is. So when I go in and I use a piece of lab equipment, I can't change from one unit to the other and change the significant digits of it, change how accurate the value is that we recorded. And this actually happens by accident all the time. So if I take a look at these two numbers here, I have 1,132.10 meters, and I also have the same number represented as 1.1 times 10 to the 3 meters. If we think of it this way, I think it's an easy answer of which one is more accurate, which one gives me more information. And I think we realize this one is. Okay, when in science we write a number, we have to make sure that we represent the precision. And so when we record an answer when doing a calculation or whether it's in the lab, we have to make a point of being conscious of being accurate and being precise based on the piece of equipment we are using. So let's take a look at an example here. So when counting up significant digits, we have to count from left to right, and there are three rules to follow. Rule number one, zeros at the beginning of a number are not considered significant. So let's take a look at this value over here. So we're not going to count the zeros in the beginning, and then we recognize, hey, there's a number and there's a number. So here in this number of 0.052, it contains two significant digits. Again, in this other number here, again, anything that starts with a zero, we don't count. Then we have a number, a number, a number. So this value of 0.00443 contains three significant digits. Now, rule number two is zeros sandwiched between a number do count as significant. So again, if we start on the left and we count our numbers, 1, 2, and then 3, we have three numbers. Any zeros in between numbers do count as significant. So that means this number contains four significant digits. Again, let's try 7.01. There's a number, there's a number, and this zero is sandwiched in between them. Therefore, it's also going to count as significant. So this number has three significant digits. Now, there is a third and final rule. So zeros before the number don't count. Zeros between the number, sandwiched between, do count. And then there's a little odd rule, and the odd rule is zeros at the end of the number count or are considered significant only if there's a decimal point. So if we look at the number 8,120, these three are numbers. Since there is no decimal on this number, the zero at the end of this number does not count. So this number contains only three significant digits. Now, this is the exact same number, but this time when it was recorded, there's a decimal point here. So we still underline the three numbers. And then in this case, the zero does count because the decimal tells me that we know that this zero is a precise number. So it's going to contain four significant digits. Last but not least, this time I moved where the decimal point was. Again, 8, 1, and 2 are significant. There is a decimal point in the question. Therefore, the ending zero does count. And this also contains four significant digits. The trick to this last one is zeros after the number do count as long as there is a decimal. So here's what I would like you to do. I would like you to pause the video. I would like you to copy these 9 examples into your notes, and I would like you to write down what the significant digits are of each of these 9. When you are ready, unpause the video, go back and check your answers with me as I work through these. Pause the video now. Okay, if I take a look, we have a number, we have a number. This is a zero between, so it's going to count. This example is going to have 3 significant digits. For this one, we have a number, we have a number, we have a number. Again, these zeros are between, so they're going to count. This one has 5 significant digits. In this third value here, we have a number. Zeros in front never count as significant, so this number has 1 significant digit. Here we have scientific notation, but we have a number, a number, a number. This is going to represent 3 significant digits. In this case, we have a number and another number. We have 2 zeros preceding them, but there is no decimal. Therefore, we're not going to count these zeros. This one only has 2 significant digits. On our 6th example, the 4, the 1, and the 2, since this 0 is in between 2 numbers, it is going to count as significant. Since this 0 is ending and there's a decimal in the question, we are going to count it. So this one has 5 significant digits. In 80.55, we have a number, a number, a number. Since the 0 is between 2 numbers, we're going to count it. So this guy has 4 significant digits. We have a 6, a 1, and a 1. This 0 is at the end. I look, there's a decimal in this number, so we are going to count it. This one has 4 significant digits. And in the very last question, it's 30 decimals, so it's a 3 counts for sure. The 0 is preceding or after the number, I guess is the right term. Because there is a decimal, we are going to count it. So this is going to count as 2 significant digits. What I want you to do is, if you want more practice, and this is one of those things where this is critical for the future of what we're going to do. So I would, if it was me, go to the Khan Academy. I would try their 7 questions. If you want to go off the page, go back to it, try it again. It'll give you a new 7 questions. This is very good practice. It's not going to take you very long. And we need this skill in order to move on in future math problems. Thank you very much. Make sure to watch part 2.